Hear me testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Am I coming in loud and clear? Let me know how my audio sounds down below. Hopefully you're all doing well, man, and that you're having yourselves a fantastic Wednesday night. What is up, everybody? Sunman's here. We got a lot of people on tonight. Sunman's all here. We got ECW and WWF over here as well. Cam, of course. Cam also showing love and support for the channel. That's what we love. Den Brews over here. Yes, sir. Yeah, 20-game losing streak. Yeah, I know it's tough. It is tough, man. Katie is always over here. And Daniel S. Berry Sports. All right. Hopefully you're all doing well, man. Thanks so much for always coming on here and for always being very supportive of this channel. Let's get into the whole X's and O's for tonight's game. All right, so they're taking on the Pistons. The Pistons are 2-21 on the season. They're 1-11 at home. They have really been struggling, and it just seems like that, Monty Williams, kind of feel bad for him because it's just not working out. It really isn't. You go from Phoenix and you're coaching a lot of guys like Devin Booker, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, and those types of players, and now now you're on a team that is not really competing at a high level for a championship in the Eastern Conference, and it's really hard. So just to have that transition, kind of feel bad for the guy. Former 76ers coach as well. But yeah, so Sixers need to just take care of business tonight. Look, this team is 15-7. They're 8-4. On the road, if I stand corrected. They're either 8-4 or 6-4 on the road. They're 6-4. There it is. All right, cool. Thank you. Appreciate that. So yeah, so they're 6-4 on the road, and they're playing out at Little Caesars Arena. And tonight, what you really need to see is a good game from Tobias Harris. I want to see a really good game out there from him. I think that he needs to be really dominant out there. I'm hoping. I talked to. I was on DJ Eastwood's pod yesterday. Shout out to Eastwood, man. Thanks so much for having me on. That was really a lot of fun. That was a blast, and I really, really enjoyed that. We might be doing some more post-game shows in the near future, which would be really, really awesome. But, man, so we talked a little bit about Toby and how and just how, like, he has to really accept the fact right now that he's a role player. You know what I'm saying? So he needs to go out there tonight, though, and hopefully he can maybe give you a little something out there, a little bit of some spark. All right, so we're just getting ready to get things started underway as tip-off is just about ready to take off, and the Pistons will win the tip-off out there. So here we go. Bogdanovich all out there for the Detroit Pistons, and we'll get to the starting lineups in just a little bit. Sorry we were a little bit late. I do apologize about that. Lombo McGlovin, man, what's going on, dude? How you doing? What is up? What's up, Mike Green? What's good, my guy? Yes, sir. All right, so 2-0 Pistons lead as they're able to get a bucket first. So Joel Embiid was tipping things off with Isaiah Stewart, and Killian Hayes is the one that won the tip-off. So the lineup for the Sixers, it'll be Nick Batum, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and DeAnthony Melton. So Bogdanovich is the one that made the first shot. And for the and for the Pistons, it'll be Asar Thompson, Bogdanovich, Isaiah Stewart, Cade Cunningham, and Killian Hayes. We have a foul called on the other end as Joel Embiid will go to the line. The foul is called on Isaiah Stewart. All right, so we're a little bit sloppy so far, but that's okay. We have to adjust the scoreboard. We got to get situated on here. Oh, man, Little Caesars Arena doesn't have the same feel as the Palace of Auburn Hills. Malice at the Palace. That's how I know about the Palace. But yes, that's how I know about it. All right, so the second foul shot is good by Joel Embiid, and we have a tie game. It's 2-2, so Embiid goes 2 for 2 at the line. The Sixers, the last time that these two teams met, the Sixers actually beat the Pistons 114-106. That was on November 10th, so it was last month. Again, the lineup, it's Asar Thompson, Bogdanovich, Isaiah Stewart, Cade Cunningham, and Killian Hayes. All right, there's a bucket on the other end by the Detroit Pistons. It'll be for Killian Hayes. He's the one that gets the bucket. All right, so Embiid operating at the top of the key. He has to pass it, and he'll find Nick Batum on the near wing. Batum passes it all the way to DeAnthony Melton. Melton still on the near wing, being guarded by Isaiah Stewart. Tries to take it to the foul line, pulls up for two, and it's way short, but he grabs his own offensive rebound. Batum or Melton trying to swing it out to Harris for three again, and Embiid volleyballs it all the way back outside to Maxey. One more to Melton for three. Yes, at the top of the key. So not once, not twice, but on the third try, the Sixers are able to get a three as Melton out in transition strips it and steals it from Bogdanović. Tobias Harris off to the races. He goes inside with a low Euro step, gets past two defenders and puts it up and in with the right hand. Man, Tobias Harris really has been struggling with the layups so far in his last 5 games or so. On the other end, he blocks it out of Killian Hayes' hand. And DeAnthony Melton comes back up with it. Melton rewarding Harris in the lane. Harris back outside to Maxey. Maxey takes about 3 steps or so, lost the dribble, and it's stolen away by Hayes. And on the other end, there's a 2-on-1 situation, and the Pistons win that battle, and it's now 7-6. 9 minutes and 30 seconds left as Maxey lost it on the turnover, and Asar Thompson is the one that got the alley-oop dunk off the pass by Cade Cunningham. Here's Tobias Harris on the near corner for a triple. Bullseye. So Tobias Harris so far being very active in the game. 5 points, 1 rebound, a block, and he's 2 for 3 from the field. He grabs a rebound that time off the miss by Detroit from Cade Cunningham. Maxey steps back. He'll pass it all the way to Embiid, standing at the half-court logo. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Embiid going to work against Killian Hayes, and nobody was on him, and he goes into the lane and gets it to go with the right hand. I mean, you just get past your little mismatch, and that's what you do if you're the big fella. There's a three-pointer by Isaiah Stewart off the pass by Killian Hayes, and he cannot get that one to go. That's probably why. That's funny. That's funny. All right, so we have a foul called on Isaiah Stewart. As it was in the act of shooting, Joel Embiid will be the one that'll go to the foul line. So Stewart just able to volleyball that one out to Maxey. We were talking about a couple of possessions ago. I thought Embiid was the one that tipped it out, but no, it was Isaiah Stewart, and he found the wrong teammate. Didn't even find a teammate. All right, so it's 12-6. Embiid's going to be at the line to shoot 2 foul shots, and Joel's first foul shot is good as gold. He's able to knock that one down. Last time that the Sixers played against the Pistons, Embiid led the way with 33 points. He also was 8 for 21 from the field, had 16 boards, and was 16 for 19 from the line. That shouldn't really be a surprise to anybody because that's just what he does. Gets to the line a lot, and he's unstoppable. Second foul shot is good, too, so he goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, and the Sixers do lead at 14-6. What's up, Jacqueline? How you doing? Thanks for coming on here. So Cunningham operating, and he'll hand it off to Stewart. Stewart will hand it back off to Bogdanović. Bogdanović almost lost his dribble. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. He has to get going as he goes inside. Tries to go up against Joel Embiid. A turnaround jumper, no good. Good job by Embiid to get the rebound and play great defense. Embiid outlet pass to Batum. Batum hands it off to Tobias Harris. Harris trying to go up to work against Cade Cunningham here, trying to box him down, post him up. He goes up with a 2, and he's fouled. He's fouled, and they'll go to the line to shoot 2 more foul shots. The Sixers really doing a good job at playing bully ball offense as Harris tried to posterize Cade Cunningham. And this is a guy, Cade Cunningham, who's 6'6", just a couple of inches smaller than Tobias Harris, but for a point guard, that's pretty tall. That is pretty tall. First foul shot is good with 8 minutes left to go in the first quarter. What's up, Michael? Oh, man. How you all doing, man? Thanks so much for coming on here as always. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Algo Gang, do your thing. We got 28 lovely people on here watching. Second foul shot is good, too. And it's now 16-6. That's what the score is. All right, so Harris so far 7 points and 2 rebounds, and we have a dunk on the other end. It'll be by James Wiseman, the former Golden State Warrior. He did not play in the first game against the Sixers. He was out with an injury. Tyrese Maxey has it on the other end for the Sixers. He'll hand it off to Embiid. Embiid with a foul line jumper, pulls up, can't knock it down. Rebound by Detroit. Pistons trying to work on the other end as they'll hand it off all the way to Asar Thompson. Thompson finds Bogdanovich, rolling to the basket, and he goes up with a 2 and gets it to go. 16-10, Sixers lead it by 6 with 7:15 left in the first frame. They're 4 for 7 from the field. Maxey goes up with a little runner, a little teardrop, if you will, and Cunningham comes away with the rebound. Hayes all the way inside to Thompson, and Thompson throws it down. That was actually James Wiseman, I beg your pardon, but Wiseman with a little alley-oop dunk, and it's now 16-10. Sixers not doing a good job at guarding the paint. Melton steps back, pulls up for 2 from the near elbow, and he clanks it off the front of the rim. Killian Hayes is the one that grabs his miss. Sixers are a little bit cold from shooting the 3, which was not how they started off in the last game. Bogdanovich trying to go into the lane and draws the foul, and will go to the line for one more. So count the bucket and a foul for Bogdanovich, and a timeout already called by Nick Nurse. It's 16-14, and we're almost halfway done the first quarter, and the Sixers will be right back in just a few moments. I don't really like this little blue on blue here. I got to do a better job at color coordinating. You know what I'm saying? Got to do a better job. We were a little bit out of sorts to start off the game, but we'll get back into the rhythm, guys. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry. I didn't really get a chance to warm up today, so that's on me. But yes. Oh, we got 10 likes so far, 25 of you on here watching. If you're new to my channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons. Hopefully you're all doing well. My name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. So, just a little bit about myself. For those of you that are new to my channel, after you do a better job is the time hours. After I do a better job is the time, is what time hours. No problems. The feed looks fine. Not too blue. Thanks. I got to do a little bit of a better job, though. But anyhow, at least it's not like a green screen where, everything is it disappears and just blends in. So whatever. So my name is Jason. I'm a sports broadcaster from South Jersey. And what I do on here for the last year or so, actually, has it been a year? In 5 more days, it'll be our year anniversary of this channel, which is really, really wild. So, of starting Play-by-Play with JJ. I did some reels and stuff that I posted from Blue Coats and from Blue Rocks games and all that sort of stuff. But officially starting this channel, the 1 year anniversary will be in 5 days. So that's pretty exciting. That's pretty freaking awesome. But yeah, so I'm a sports broadcaster from South Jersey. I wanted to start this channel because I wanted to go into play-by-play, man. And the best way to do it is just to get reps. And I figured, what way better to just call games from my favorite teams and literally everybody wins, right? You guys get to hear about the game. We get to come on here. We get to have a good time. We do this for Phillies baseball, 76ers basketball, and Eagles football. We're also doing Flyers watch parties. We did not go on Tuesday. Tuesday we had a little bit of a busy day, so I wasn't able to do it on Tuesday. But we'll be back at it next week doing another Flyers game. And yeah, so that'll be really nice. But yeah, hopefully you're all doing well. It was Andy. Oh, it was an Andy Reid reference. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't get it, my guy. I apologize. I'm not, sometimes it's a hit or miss with me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just, it's either a hit or a miss. All right. So the Sixers do lead at 16-14. That's what the score is so far. So the Pistons were actually the one that called the timeout. Melton is the one that committed the shooting foul. I didn't know that you could actually do that. I thought it was the opposing team that could only call a timeout when somebody gets fouled. Bogdanovich will go to the line for one more, and he puts it up and in. So it's 16-15. The Pistons have answered back with a 7-2 run so far. Here's Maxey. Let's see what the Sixers drew up out of this timeout here. A bounce pass to Embiid. Embiid standing at the circle beyond the foul line, tries to go inside, goes up with a 2, and he's fouled. What a play by Joel Embiid, drawing the contact and showing Bogdanovich that he could do that too. That's crazy. James Wiseman's the one that committed the foul. He was right on Joel Embiid. Didn't even give him any sort of breathing room. Just hit him on the right elbow, and Embiid went tumbling to the hardwood, and he'll go to the line for one more. He's averaging 33.5 points per game, which does lead the NBA this season. It's an 18-15 score. There's 6 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the first quarter. I didn't mention this, but as Joel Embiid knocks down the foul shot, it's 19-15. The Sixers are actually going from left to right, and the Pistons are going from right to left. Wanted to make sure that I mentioned that. Bogdanovich working around the screen, pick and roll offense as Wiseman tries to go up against Joel Embiid, and he battles through the trees and gets it to go with the left hand right near the baseline. Not an easy task. Harris catches. He's at the foul line, kicks it back outside to Beverly for three. Inside, outside, and it's good as gold. Patrick Beverley's been shooting very well from beyond the arc over his last 3 games or so. Over 45% from deep. Cunningham for three on the near wing, and he can't answer back. Embiid trying to get the rebound, and it gets tipped all the way outside to Asar Thompson. Thompson got it at the logo. Killian Hayes has it on the far wing, pulls up for 2 over Kelly Oubre Jr. and gets it to go. Nothing but net for Killian Hayes. 22-19, the Sixers have only had 3 second chance points so far. The Pistons have put up 2. Embiid spinning, fading, kicking it back out to Beverly for a wide open triple. And it's just a little bit short. A rebound by Detroit that could tie it with a 3. Bogdanovich goes into the lane, pulls up for 2, and they're going to call a foul on the floor on D'Anthony Melton, I believe. Isaiah Livers will step in for Cade Cunningham. Bojan Bogdanovich will be taking a seat, and Jaden Ivey will come in. And the other substitution, we got Cade Cunningham entering in for Killian Hayes. All right, here's the inbound. Ivey trying to go up against Joel Embiid, and the basketball gods say no. They say no. The Sixers get a long rebound. Beverly's the one that has it. It's his second of the day. Embiid all the way to Oubre Jr., who catches, shoots, fires, and hits the flamethrower. That's from the near wing. It was contested, and he got it. Good shot by Oubre Jr. Hayes on the other end, steps back, pulls up right in front of the foul line, and Tobias Harris climbs the ladder and comes down the chimney with the board. His 3rd rebound. He'll hand it off to Embiid. Embiid trying to take it to the low block, draws up a triple team, pulls up, and it's just a little bit too strong. So the Pistons trying to get some shots off here. Here comes a shot by Wiseman, a little baby hook, if you will, and Joel Embiid grabs his miss. He's leading the charge on the offensive side, trying to go coast to coast. Goes up with a little Euro step, tips it back up and in. Not once, but twice. 27-19, 4:12 left in this first frame. Joel has 9 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist so far. Here's Wiseman on a little handoff to Asar Thompson. Thompson back to Wiseman for a pull-up jumper. And, well, he's not the best pull-up jump shooter on this team, as he was not able to get that one to go. Kelly Oubre Jr. has it at the top of the key, trying to lob pass inside to Joel, and he's fouled. He is fouled, and he should be heading to the line to shoot 2 more foul shots. So the Sixers are already in the bonus, as they've been really getting Detroit to commit a lot of fouls, and that's what they're going to have to do. I mean, this team can be very physical, and so far it seems like that's what they're doing. They're just playing really good basketball against this team who's really been struggling. So far tonight, Embiid with 11 points, and now give him a dozen. Almost half the points. He scored almost half the points for them. 33 points a game, but Joel with prime Harden, prime Kobe, and prime Jordan at least for scoring. That's interesting. What's up, James? How you doing, my guy? Thanks for coming. Alec Burks will step on in for Asar Thompson, and Marcus Morris Sr. comes on in for D'Anthony Melton. Embiid takes 2 dribbles, and the second foul shot is good. Tyrese Maxey will also sub back in for Tobias Harris, so Harris is being pulled a little bit early. 29-19, the Sixers are 9 for 9 from the charity stripe. A pick and roll here on the offensive side by Detroit. Cunningham for 3 at the top of the key. It goes in and out. The basketball gods again say no, and another Sixers rebound. So it's 29-19. Maxey on the dribble, handoff to Embiid, and another dribble handoff back to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey's at the top of the key. He'll find Joel Embiid on the near wing. He'll take it all the way to the foul line, trying to go up against Cunningham. The ball gets stripped, and he's fouled. It was a reach-in foul on Cade Cunningham, and Joel will go back to the line for 2 more foul shots. I mean, sometimes when you have a big fella on you, it's just so easy to foul. We were talking a lot about that last night on DJ Eastwood's postgame show, that sometimes it's just so easy to foul Joel just because of his body and just because of his frame and how much weight he has. I mean, it's just so hard to stop him sometimes. He also talked a little bit about that, too, on the podcast with Tyrese Maxey. On Tyrese Maxey's podcast, which is really cool. You guys should definitely go check that out. He gives a lot of really good insight on his game and on how maturity has really helped him and how Arthur has been a really big inspirational figure in his life, of course. That's his kid. So, all right, first foul shot is good. Killian Hayes will come in for Cade Cunningham, who will take another quick seat here. So far, Embiid with 14 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. He's 3 for 6 from the field and is shooting 50% from the field goal range. And he does make the second foul shot. It's now 31-19. Give the big man 15 points in this first quarter. Beverly has 3 and Oubre Jr. has 3 as well. We do have a stoppage on the court as Patrick Beverly is the one that commits a personal foul. So, yeah, man, hopefully you're all doing well. If you guys are new, comment down below, hit that thumbs up button, and subscribe to the channel. I love you all so much. Hayes pulls up for 2. Embiid is the one that grabs his miss, and he'll hand it back off to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey with a little head of steam, going downhill, trying to go with a little 2, and it's just a little bit too strong. Hayes with the rebound, and an alley-oop pass that's thrown down all the way by the Pistons. Killian Hayes, that's his second alley-oop pass, and Isaiah Livers is the one that throws that one down. Sixers only up by 10 with 2:50 left to go in the first quarter. Patrick Beverly running the offense as we have another whistle, and I can't seem to tell who it was on. They're going to say it was on Killian Hayes. It was on Killian Hayes, I believe. Well, what an alley-oop pass that was. A timeout is called, actually, by the Sixers. So that's what happened. And with 2:46 left to go in the first quarter, Sixers lead it by 10. All right, sip of water time. All right. Well, Tobias looks really good so far. That's a very good sign. I was wondering when he was going to snap out of this little funk. I feel like that he had more in the tank, but I said last night that he looks scared out there. When I'm watching him play, especially against Boston and some of these other teams, he looked like he was afraid to shoot. He was afraid to do his little turnaround jumpers. And I don't know, like he looked so different. He looked lost. And tonight, it seems like that they really tried to establish him getting into a little rhythm. He had a nice little block. He had a really good three-point shot that like went up and in as he caught it and shot it. That was nice, but I don't know how much they can keep this up with him, but it is nice to see him trying to actually get a little bit of some action and hitting some things. So Toby will always do Toby things in the end. Look, he's a great guy. He's a good professional. Unfortunately, we're always going to think about the contract, but I've always been a guy that has not really been too tough on him because I know that with great power, of course, comes great responsibility. And, you know, give his dad a lot of credit because his dad is the one that really got him that money. And, you know, he did his job. And, like, good for Toby. But as a basketball player, you weren't living up to expectations. And, again, with great power comes great responsibility. And he wasn't living up to that. And unfortunately for his sake, you know, it's just how it is. Like, you signed the contract. But I've always tried to be a little bit light on him compared to other people that I know in the Philly sports talk business and all that sort of stuff. So, but yes, you're right. He'll always do Toby things in the end. Hit that thumbs up button, man, and hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends about this channel. We go live for Phillies baseball. We also do it for Sixers basketball and Eagles football as well. Getting on the I don't like Toby train. Hope on JJ. All right, so Harris, actually the last time that he played against Detroit, I didn't know this, but he had 24 points. He was 8 for 15 from the field and 2 for 3 from beyond the arc. So, hey, there you go. That's something good to look forward to, and maybe he can kind of replicate that tonight. Maxey's first foul shot goes in. So Hayes did commit a personal foul. The Sixers then did call a timeout. ESPN was not really so friendly with telling us what happened. Second foul shot by Maxey. He misses it, so he just goes 1 for 2 from the line. Isaiah Livers is the one that grabs his miss. It's 32-21, 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and we have another whistle. Another whistle on the play, and they're going to call a foul on Marcus Morris Sr. That was away from the play. So Isaiah Livers, who's in there right now for the Pistons, he's been doing a pretty good job overall. There's a 2-point shot by Killian Hayes, and that one won't go in. Asar Thompson tries to grab the rebound, and Tyrese Maxey's the one that intercepts it. 32-21. Livers, 25 years old, from Michigan, was the 42nd overall pick of the 2021 draft. Oubre Jr. trying to work his way into the lane. He's fouled. He'll head to the line for 2 more foul shots and another foul called against Detroit. And oh man, there's been a lot of whistles so far in this game. I thought maybe that was clean, but let's see on the other end. Yep, okay, there was definitely an entanglement between Kelly Oubre Jr. and Isaiah Livers. First foul shot is no good by Oubre Jr. We have the Washington Wizards taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. It's 29-26 with 1:15 left to go in the first quarter. That's the only other game on right now. Michael, nobody wants him for that money. Some people might, because they get to dump his salary at the end. We can talk more about that later. 33-21, Sixers up by a dozen. Bogdanovich steps back and he'll hand it off to Killian Hayes. Hayes standing at the sign over on the far wing. Hayes will step back. He'll find Asar Thompson, and Thompson's the one that is able to put that one up and in. 33-23 with 1:50 left in this first quarter. So here's Maxey at the Pistons logo, operating against Cade Cunningham and Killian Hayes as well. He'll hand it off to Embiid. Embiid back to Maxey. Maxey steps back, pulls up, and tries to hit it. Too much mustard on that one. Morris Sr. with the long offensive rebound finds Embiid for 3. Yes! That was from the far wing, and he knocked it down. 35-23. They're going to say it was a 2, that his foot was on the line. Bogdanovich answering back with a 2 of his own. And Bojan Bogdanovich with 7 points. He's 3 for 5 from the field and has 1 assist so far. 35-25 with 1:08 left in the first quarter. A bounce pass to Tyrese Maxey, who's standing at the Toyota sign. He lets it fly from the far wing, and it goes in and out. Hayes comes away with the rebound. He's dribbling down there with a head of steam. Hands it off. 3-point shot is up, and that's just off the mark as well. Jaden Ivey, the pull-up jumper, was no good. Embiid comes away with his miss. Joel has 7 rebounds in this first quarter and 17 points. He has it on the near wing. He'll try to find Oubre Jr., who thought about shooting from the near corner, but will take it all the way to the baseline. Puts up a little baby hook. It's up and in. Not so easy by Kelly Oubre Jr. driving into traffic. Bogdanovich going up with a 2. He's fouled. He'll head to the charity stripe for 2 more. Kelly Oubre Jr. puts the Pistons now in the bonus as the foul was made in the act of shooting. But going back to Marcus Morris Sr. getting the long offensive rebound off the miss by Tyrese Maxey. Well, you got to find Joel Embiid if you're the Detroit defense, and you can't leave him wide open. And you certainly can't leave Marcus Morris Sr. wide open when he tries to box somebody out. 17.5 points per game. That's what Bojan Bogdanovich is averaging this season. So Bogdanovich misses the second foul shot and makes the first one, so it's 37-26. 24 seconds to go in the first quarter, and about 8 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Maxey on a dribble, handoff to Beverly. Beverly on the far corner, trying to take on Asar Thompson. He steps back, pulls up a turnaround jumper, no good. Embiid tips it back up and in, though. 19 points and 8 rebounds for the big man. He needs 2 more rebounds and 1 more point to get a double-double. 5 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Embiid steals it on the other end. A handoff pass to Beverly for a 3. It's up and it's in. At the buzzer, he got it. 39-26. It'll be interesting to see if this one counts. Let's see. Nope, the ball was still in his hands. They won't count the shot, even though Beverly was wide open. He didn't shoot it when time was expiring and hit all zeros. But nonetheless, it's 39-26 as we go into quarter number 2 out in Detroit. 45 lovely people on here watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Algo Gang, do your thing. Hopefully you're all doing well. All right, we need 2 more likes to get to 20. Come on, man. Yes, sir. What's up, Ron? What's up, Jess? How you doing? She goes by Jess, I believe. Jess was on here when we were doing our Phillies games. Gotta love Jess. Oh, boy. Excuse me. If you guys are new, though, make sure you guys hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Yes, you could feel it was late, that shot. Yep, that's why I was hesitating just a little bit. But whatever. It is what it is. Sometimes that just happens. We're going to take the hat off, man. We're going to take the hat off. If you are tuning in on Facebook or on Twitch, I do apologize. I do not see your comments on here right now. But if you are tuning in, I'm scrolling through all the apps right here. But if you are tuning in on any of those other platforms, come on over to YouTube or hit that thumbs up button and hit that like button. We got 69 lovely people on all the platforms. That's great. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. Let's go back down here. It was too late. All right, we're gonna take the hat off. All right. So I want to know from you guys. All right. How many of you think that Tobias Harris is going to be traded? And how many of you don't think that he's going to be traded? We know that a lot of people want him to be traded, but is he going to be traded? All right, we're going to ask a poll question, and I'd like to hear you guys elaborate more on that. Will Tobias Harris get traded? Yes or no? All right. That's the poll question. Answer it at the top of your screen. Not traded, says Hardcore for All. All right. He says that he's not going to be traded. I'd be shocked if he got traded. I will tell you that. No, and neither will Marcus Morris Sr. Okay. Marcus Morris Sr. might get traded. I think that maybe Daniel House Jr. might get traded too. 39-26. Sixers lead it by 13 points as we start off quarter number 2. Robert Covington in there for Patrick Beverly. Paul Reed also comes in for Joel Embiid. Here's Oubre Jr. trying to go up with a 2, and it takes about 3 bounces, and it falls right in. 41-26. Asar Thompson and Isaiah Stewart will also sub in for Detroit. All right. 11:32 left in the first half. Bogdanovich at the logo, working around a couple of screens, goes up against Maxey. Maxey tries to stay on him, and he puts up a 2, and it's up and in. Just inside the foul line, and he got it. 41-28. Bogdanovich has really been just shooting the ball really well against the Sixers. Reed with the headband on. He'll find Oubre Jr. Oubre Jr. back out to B-ball Paul. Paul Reed trying to go up against the defender. There's a little baby hook. It's up, and he gets called for the walk. It did go in. I don't know how it went in, but the shot won't count. Reed actually traveled, and that'll be another 76ers turnover right there. We have a dribble handoff from Killian Hayes all the way to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich standing over at the Pistons logo. He's at the foul line. Now at the foul line extended. Kicks it back outside. And driving inside is Ivy. And he's fouled. He is fouled. So Jaden Ivey will go to the line for 2 more foul shots here. All right, we're going to pull this up. That's better. And we'll have this up as well. What do you think you would get back for Tobias? I would expect another Tobias Harris-like player. See, that's the thing. I don't really know about that. And I was going to talk a little bit more about it during halftime, just to elaborate more on my thoughts on it. But that's tough, man. It is really tough. Second foul shot by Ivy is up and in, so he drains both foul shots. 41-30 is the score. The Sixers are actually shooting 48% from the field, just as good as Detroit's. Morris Sr. trying to find Reed inside, and it's stolen away by Ivy. Ivy trying to go coast to coast, draws the contact. He's fouled. He's fouled again, and he will head back to the line for a couple more foul shots. The one thing about Jaden Ivey that you really have to keep your eye out on with him is that he's not afraid to run downhill and not afraid to initiate a lot of contact. He's averaging about 11.5 points per game, 2.5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists as well per game, too. He knocks down the first foul shot. It's now 41-31. That's what the score is. Tyrese Maxey will come on in for the Sixers. How about the Toronto Raptors, already up 8-2 against Atlanta with 9:48 left to go in the first quarter. That foul shot is no good, and the Pistons are now 5 for 7 from the line. Here's Maxey as he handed it off to Covington. Covington back to Maxey. Maxey back to Oubre Jr., who steps back, pulls up, and tries to fire the three. It's up, and it goes in. Kelly Oubre Jr., who now has 11 points and is 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. A good sign for Philadelphia. Bogdanovich all the way to Thompson for 3 on the near quarter, and he airballs it. Too much mustard. Covington with the rebound. Maxey to Morris Sr., who thought about firing it, and he'll hand it back off to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey trying to slow the tempo down and conduct the traffic. He gets a screen by Reed. He isos, pulls up for 3, and it's a little too strong. Morris Sr. with the butterfingers as it goes out of bounds on his fingertips right at the baseline. He couldn't hang on to the rebound, and it'll be Pistons basketball. How about Kelly Oubre Jr. stopping for a second, thinking about what to do with the basketball, and he just knocked down the triple. All right, so it's now 44-31. Bogdanovich trying to answer with a 2 with a little layup. No good. Again, Marcus Morris Sr. grabs his miss. He's at the top of the key. And now pulls up for 2. It's nothing but net for Marcus Morris Sr. A 16-foot jumper in the face of Jaden Ivey. And the Pistons again to call another timeout. 46-31 as the Sixers lead it by 15 points with 9:13 left in the second quarter. I'm going to take a very, very quick step off. I will be right back in just a few moments. I have got to turn on the fan and get some fresh air in here. It's getting pretty hot. See you soon. All right, we're back. We are back on here, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody, hopefully we're all doing well. The expiring contract makes it easier to add him in a trade. See, that's what I agree. I agree that it should, but we may need him. I don't think we need him. I don't think that we need him. That I disagree with the way that he's playing right now. It's he has really lowered that stock of his for sure. He is like at an all-time low right now. I mean, tonight so far so good, but you know, if you're Nick Nurse, you might have to try to utilize him more as a role player, you know, and not necessarily somebody that you can rely on as a scoring option. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe put Tobias Harris in spurts. That's what I'm saying. 7 points for him, 3 rebounds. He has not stepped foot in the second quarter just yet. So it'll be interesting to see when he does go back out there. All right, so it's 46-31. The Pistons have the basketball as they'll hand it off to Cunningham. Cunningham back to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich all the way to Stewart. Stewart's at the top of the key. Ivy, one more to Cunningham for a wide-open three from the near wing. No good as he airballs it. It was actually from the far wing. And the Sixers come away with another rebound. 8:50 left to go in this second quarter. Sixers up by 15 points. Maxey has it at the logo. And I'll hand it off to Morris Sr. Morris Sr. trying to work on a couple of dribbles here against Asar Thompson. Turns around, pulls up for two with 2 hands in his face, and he got it. I don't know how he hit that from the far corner. It took a lucky bounce, but it still went in. Oh, Marcus Morris Sr. with the soft touch. Bogdanovich, pump fake, pulls up inside. Well, he thought he was going to pull up, but it was a little bounce pass. Sometimes we got to be a little bit quick with these types of actions. We're a little bit behind today, but that's all right. Morris is an expiring contract as well. Yes, he is. He is an expiring contract. Cunningham will get the inbound here on the near wing, trying to dribble it inside, and the alley-oop pass is denied by Kelly Oubre Jr. It was supposed to go to Stewart, but he is called for the foul. Kelly Oubre Jr., that is. All right. I saw oh, never mind. I thought that was something else. I thought that was something else, but I guess not. All right. So we have another foul called against Oubre Jr. 8:17 left to go in the second quarter. First foul shot is up, and it's good. So it's 48-32. Wonder if is RB back on tonight? Can anybody let me know? I have not really been able to, look that up, but I'm just curious because I remember he was at the game the last time. I was curious. I feel like that that we're at 40, and usually like at this time like we're not really that high. So I was wondering if he was off again tonight or what was the case. 48-33, Sixers up by 15 points. Tyrese Maxey with a little bounce pass to Morris Sr. and another bounce pass back to Tyrese Maxey. He's at the top of the key. He tries to take it to the lane, goes up with a little two. The friendly bounce, no good, and Paul Reed gets called for basket interference as he tried to tip it back up and in. Oh, man, that was probably the right call, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. 48-33 is the score. Sixers lead it by 15. Cunningham hands it off to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich steps back, pulls up in the face of Marcus Morris Sr., and that's good. Bojan Bogdanovich, another triple. Another one by him, 48-36. Okay, yeah, he's on. All right, cool. I was just curious. Maxey, a handoff to Oubre Jr. Oubre Jr. trying to work inside. He gets the ball loose and stolen away by Bogdanovich. A 3-on-1 here. Cunningham all the way back to Bogdanovich, who tries to go up in the lane, and he's fouled by B-Ball Paul. Bogdanovich really just carrying the offense for Detroit. 17 points by Bojan Bogdanovich. And he'll go to the line for one more. That is absolutely crazy. Now you got to start thinking about double-teaming him because he is just red hot. Oh, boy. Second time that's happened that I've sneezed on the air. Another timeout called. This time it'll be by the Sixers as they lead it by 10. All right. All right, 35 lovely people on here watching. Make sure you all hit that thumbs up button and that subscribe button. Bless you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Are you guys getting like a lot of ads so far? I'm curious because I changed that. You know what I'm saying? We got a $5 donation from CA from PA. Oh, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Oh, sorry. I played the wrong thing. I gotta change my sound effects. I think that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'm gonna add in some more sound effects on my little soundboard here, my little Rodecaster. I love the Rodecaster, by the way. But man, thanks so much for the $5 donation. I appreciate that. I have the premium, so no ads at law. That's good, man. That's awesome. That's great. Super chat, yeah. Thanks so much for the super chat. If you guys would like to do a little super chat down below, please feel free to do so. You guys definitely don't have to, but any donation is appreciated. I've only gotten 2, but one was when I first jumped in, so not bad for me. 2 what? You've gotten 2 what? I missed that. I did, but not lately. Only had 1 ad. Oh, we're talking about the ads. I'm so sorry. I've only gotten 2 ads, but 1 was when I first jumped in. Okay, so good. Good. Yeah, I've gotten like 3. Okay. All right, I'm just curious. Cool. All right. I don't want to spam you guys with ads. That's not what I'm trying to do. Yeah. I got you, Frozen Dark. I appreciate that. Boy. Only had 1 ad so far, and the one when you sign on. Okay, good. Good stuff, man. Let's take another sip of water. $7:21 left to go in the second quarter. I'm not crying, guys. I'm not crying. Just have some allergies going on. So it's a 48-38 score as the foul shot is no good. Maxey comes away with the rebound. Actually, they're going to give it to Nick Batum as it slipped out of Maxey's hands. We have another stoppage in play here, and it'll still be Sixers ball. All-star Thompson's the one that commits the personal foul. So Isaiah Livers will step back in for Jaden Ivey. Marcus Morris Sr. is going to take a very quick seat for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's 48-38. Can't tell who just came back in right now. It'll be Tobias Harris that comes in. So it's Harris, Covington, Maxey, Embiid, and Batum. Covington back out to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey hands it off to Embiid. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Embiid with a foul line jumper off the dribble. It's good as gold for Joel Embiid. Picking up where he left off in the first quarter. He had 19 points and 8 rebounds in the first quarter. And now give the big man 21. It was a 15-foot pull-up jumper. I'm allowed to cry. Thank you. I appreciate it. But there's no crying in basketball or baseball. There's really no crying in baseball, but yes. All right, Bogdanovich working around another screen. Pulls up for 3 over Embiid. Just a little bit short, and a long rebound by Cade Cunningham. Cunningham at the top of the key, working at the foul line at the circle. It's up and in. So we got it to go from the circle just beyond the foul line. And it's 50-40. Sixers only up by 10 with 6:15 left to go in the second quarter. The Sixers so far shooting 53% from the field. They're also shooting 50% from downtown, but they've done a really good job at guarding the perimeter. Here's Harris for 3, and it goes in and goes out and goes back in. Wow, what a shot by Tobias Harris. He got the friendly finish for 3 on the near corner. Sixers now shooting 55% from three-point range. Stewart with the screen as Cunningham has the basketball at the top of the key. His defender Tobias Harris. He's dribbling, working, spinning, fading, and got it to go with a little hook. A little hook shot, and it's now 53-42. The Pistons have put up 22 points in the paint. The Sixers have only put up 14. Maxey again finds Embiid. Embiid with 1 foot inside the circle and 1 foot out of the foul line circle. Covington to Batum. Batum, a turnaround jumper from the far corner. It's up and in. That was just within the baseline. And again, Sixers playing really good on the offensive side. We do have a foul called against Philadelphia. And they're really showing the Pistons why they're just so effective with the ball movement. Again, unselfishness. And the one thing that you got to give a lot of credit to in regards to Joel Embiid is that he even said this on Maxey's podcast that he didn't want to be ISOing as much as he was last year and even the year before. And that was the one thing that he talked to Nick Nurse about. And I thought it was interesting that he actually opened up about that because in regards to team basketball, that's what it comes down to. You can't necessarily ISO too many times, especially in the playoffs. First foul shot's good. Alec Burks, James Wiseman, and DeAnthony Melton all come in for both teams. Bogdanovich, Stewart, and Maxey all take a seat. Second foul shot is good by Cade Cunningham. Cunningham with 5 points, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. Melton got poked in the eye. And we have another foul called. Couldn't tell who poked him. I think it was Alec Burks. So Burks was the one that poked him right in the eye, and he gets called for the foul. It was Ben's fault. You're absolutely right. There's a 3-point shot that's up and in. I mean, he's not wrong. I cry every time Toby comes in. That's funny. 57-43. Sixers lead it by 14 points. And Alec Burks, the former 76er, pulls up for 2 on the far elbow, and it's just a little bit short. Sixers really doing a good job at guarding the Detroit Pistons. Here's Melton for a triple. Off the pass by Embiid. No. Harris fights for the rebound, and he gets fouled as well. I cheer for Tobias, and then he makes me cry, says Hardcore for All. Hey, man. He makes you cry as when you're watching him on the basketball court, and it's not a good cry. There's some players that just make you cry. So 83% of you, 6 votes so far on the poll, but 83% of you have said that he's not going to get traded at the trade deadline. Interesting. 11 points for Harris so far. And the second foul shot is good, so he goes 2 for 2 from the line. This is a guy who's shooting pretty well from the line overall throughout his career. Just an 87% foul shooter this season. Sixers are shooting 88% from the line. 4:15 left in the second quarter. Thompson trying to dribble around the timeline, and he'll find Alec Burks on the near wing. A bounce pass all the way to Cunningham. Cunningham tries to get it back out to Burks. It's deflected, but Burks gets to it. There's a 3-point shot as the shot clock expires, and it's airballed. Sixers locking all windows and locking all doors on defense. And a shot clock violation is called against Detroit. 59-43, 4 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Embiid has it at the top of the key. He's trying to post up against his defender. Kicks it back out to Covington for a triple. And the Sixers not doing a good job at shooting the 3 ball in the second quarter, as it was just a little bit short. Cunningham trying to find Stewart. Stewart with the unselfish play, and he actually lost his shoe as he tried to go up with a little baby hook and puts it back on. Might as well tie it when there's a stoppage in play. Melton to Embiid. Embiid fakes the handoff pass. He's on the far wing at the 3-point line now, trying to box down his defender on him. He spins. He takes a jab step, pulls up for 2, just a little bit short, and Cunningham is the one that grabs the rebound. Cade Cunningham standing at the top of the key, trying to find Asar Thompson inside. Thompson step back jumper over Joel, and Embiid again with the great defense as he comes away with another rebound. Joel Embiid with 9 rebounds so far. Harris lost it off the dribble, and it's stolen away by Thompson. Covington deflects it, and it goes out of bounds. Robert Covington trying to get the ball back for Asar Thompson as he just subbed on in for the Sixers. Sixers have Batum, Harris, Embiid, Maxey, and Melton all out there as Covington will now take a quick seat. So Maxey comes in for Robert Covington. Bogdanovich steps back, pulls up for 2. It's a turnaround jumper, no good. 59-45. So Embiid needs one more rebound to get himself a double-double here in the first half. He'll hand it off to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey with a bounce pass, and Embiid didn't even anticipate it. There was a little bounce pass back to Embiid. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. He's at the near corner. Inside the 2-point arc. Steps back, fades away, pulls up for 2. It's up, and it's good! Joel Embiid again. not making it look too easy, but making it look too easy, but it was not easy at all. 23 points. There's a 2-point shot by Cunningham, and that's no good. Uh-oh, what's frozen? Did my screen freeze? Uh-oh. That's not good. 61-45, 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Embiid in the double team finds Harris for three, and he didn't try to go for the rebound. Alec Burks got it. Probably should have just went for it. Bogdanovich back to Burks for a wide open triple, and he connects from the far wing. And now that's the third three-pointer, I want to say. Actually, it's the second one that was hit by Detroit so far. They're just 2 for 11 from three. Embiid trying to answer back with a triple of his own. It's up, and that's in. It's in, and now he has 26 points. He's 8 for 12 from the field. He could have 30 points by the end of the first half and get a double-double as well. 1 more rebound and 4 more points. Cunningham trying to go up with a 2. He's fouled. Oh, boy. I don't know why we're a little bit stuffy tonight, but that's all right. If you guys still think that we sound good, hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends about this channel, man. We do legit play-by-play on here. We don't do the Manning style, the Manning cast types of styles of stuff. We do traditional play-by-play, just a little bit of a different style. Not a lot of people I've noticed have done it on here. If you guys know anybody that does the style that we try to do for basketball or for football or for baseball, please let me know, or even for hockey too, for all that I care. 64-50. Tyrese Maxey trying to dribble into the lane, and he gets double-teamed. He's fouled by Bogdanovich. Actually, Burks is the one that commits the foul. Bogdanovich certainly made a lot of contact with him. Oh, shoot. Didn't think about that with my name. I'll change it. No, you're good, man. You're good. No. You're fine. I just... Sometimes, man, when you're in the zone, bro, stuff just happens. You know what I'm saying? So, that's funny, though. No, you don't have to change your name, man. You definitely don't have to change your name. I won't get confused with it again. Maxey's second foul shot is good, so he goes 2 for 2 from the line. Isaiah Stewart will sub back in for James Wiseman. There's Monty Williams. He's not so happy with how his team has been playing so far. They're 2-21, the Detroit Pistons. Hayes for 2 at the foul line. It's good. Darn, James, that's just not right, lol, but, sir, you are correct. Yes, sir. All right. 66-52, 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Embiid with a turnaround fadeaway jumper. It's up, and that's good. 68 points for the Sixers. Embiid now with 28. 40 seconds left to go in the second quarter. There's a shot up by Hayes, and Embiid comes away with the rebound. However, they won't count it because Hayes got fouled by Nick Batum. Oh, man. I just wanted them to get that one extra rebound so that he could get his double-double. And, of course, the refs have to rob him. They have to rob him from that. Let's see if it was the right call. I don't even know if it was the right call or not. Cunningham with the first foul shot. He hits it. He does hit it. So the 28 points by Joel, that's a season high for a first half by him. I think his career high is 35 in a first half. I'll have to double check that, though. He does miss the second foul shot. Cunningham, that is, and Melton comes away with the rebound. Here's Joel Embiid for 3 off the handoff pass by Maxey, too strong. So 5 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. I watch a guy that does play-by-play for all primetime games. Drop his link down below, man. Drop his link down below. All right, fix the problem. Oh, man, you didn't have to do that, Dark. I appreciate that, though, man. Seriously. Taking one for the team, man. I love it. Cunningham for a triple on the near wing, and man, oh, man, he just made it look too easy. 68-56, shot clock on blood. 8 seconds left to go. Maxey dribbling downhill with that esteem, trying to go up with a little 2. No. Embiid with the rebound, though, puts it back up, and he puts it in. Joel Embiid with 30 points and a double-double to end the first half. as the buzzer sounds. And, man, he leads the Sixers to 70 points as they go into halftime in Detroit. Well, there you go. That's how he gets it on the very on the very last possession. He got his double-double, and he also got 30 points. I got to cut that, so I'll cut that. All right, cut the last 5 seconds. The last 5 seconds of the first half. I'm trying to, make little markers, if you will. Cut the last 5 seconds of the first half, even though I don't think this has been my best call so far. I'm a little stuffy. I don't know why. Need some more water. Dark, otherwise known as Frozen. Dark, I'm still going to refer to you now as Frozen. I can clip it on Twitch. Oh, I'd appreciate that. Yeah, I'd like to see how it turns out. That'd be really cool. You don't have to, but if you'd like to, sure, by all means. Thanks, Mike. Didn't think of the Frozen part of the name. Not good for a live stream. I'm still going to refer to him as Frozen. Dark. Oh, man. What's going on, man? Oh, boy. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. Now, go gang, do your thing, all right? So we, oh, man. Joel Embiid, man. So far, nothing less than sensational. He's been really, really sharp and has been doing a very good job in this game. He's the reason why you're winning as much as you are. They don't have anybody that can stop him. Isaiah Stewart can't even steal his lunch money, as Joel's 10 for 15 from the field. He has 10 rebounds and 30 points so far. By the way, another good play-by-play, JJ. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it. I think that we're struggling a little bit today. You know, something's going on. I'm a little stuffy, but I'm not putting that on as an excuse, but I don't know. But we're hopefully going to get better. Told you to try a humidifier. Try it, but it may affect your equipment. See, that's the thing, is that I don't want it to go off if it makes sound and stuff like that. That's the thing about that. Yeah. So let's talk about this team, man. Let's talk a little bit more about Toby. So y'all don't think that Toby is actually going to get traded at the trade deadline. Why? Why do you think he won't get traded? I know that a lot of people want him to get traded, but why won't he get traded? Is it because Daryl Morey holds a lot of stock for him and, wants to really raise the price on him? Is that why? Let me know. Where Draymond Green got suspended indefinitely, that doesn't surprise me, man. Man, a guy that has really committed so many dirty plays, it's gonna come at you sometime, man. Like you put somebody in the chokehold, you know what I'm saying, and then this time around, you punch somebody. You just can't be doing that stuff, man. All right. Bricktroit Pistons. Bricktroit. Oh my gosh. That's funny. What's up, Male 7 Bullier? How you doing, my guy? I know he will be. What trade he will be in, I just don't know. But I think he will be traded. Same with Morris Sr. Okay, so you think that he will be traded. All right. I don't think he's going to be traded. And the reason why is because Daryl Morey is going to ask for a really high price on him, and I don't know which teams are going to be willing to sacrifice. I feel like that the Bulls would do it if you were to offer Zach LaVine straight up for Tobias Harris, and this I don't think would work hypothetically speaking because, or it might, but the Bulls would do it because they can just clean the house, and that's a win-win scenario for them. Because they signed LaVine to a lot of money, they could start over. But the Sixers wouldn't do it and shouldn't do it because you're basically getting another Tobias Harris 2.0 in regards to the contract. You know what I'm saying? So, that's all I'm saying. Good. How are you? I'm doing really good, man. I'm doing really, really good. How would it raise his price? The contract is over. How would it raise his price? No, I'm saying that the Sixers would want like a haul back in return for Tobias Harris. I feel like that if Daryl Morey were to say, all right, we're putting Tobias Harris on the trade block, he's going to ask a lot in return because knowing what he's done as a GM and as a president of basketball operations, he has really sold a lot of guys high. Like he's a guy that really tries to sell high and buy low. And that's not a bad thing at all. I'm just saying that I think that the asking price is going to be a lot, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But again, you guys can disagree with me. I want to hear what your thoughts are. This is why we're having this conversation now. I honestly want nothing to do with Zach. I don't want anything to do with him either. $50 million for, like, what, the next 3-4 years? That's a lot of money, man. And I think he actually gets paid $60 million in that third year or the fourth year or whatever. I'd have to double check that, but still, like that's a lot of money, man. That really is a lot of money, and I'm not willing to pay that. Asking price will be too high, says Dan Brew. Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, like if hypothetically speaking, okay, the Utah Jazz. If the Sixers did trade Toby, the best thing that we could get in return for him is a guy like Lauri Markkanen. That's a home run deal. If somehow, some way, Daryl Morey gets Lauri Markkanen and the Sixers trade Tobias Harris, Furkan Korkmaz, Daniel House Jr., and a second-round pick, that's a home run deal. Also, more news on Ohtani. Ohtani, he can opt out of the contract if either of two key executives lose their roles. That's wild. I hope Daryl doesn't love him too much to bring him back on a new contract. I don't think that's going to happen, but what do I know? Is Mark Jackson out tonight? Oh, maybe Mark Jackson's doing the women's basketball game that's on NBC Sports Plus. Maybe that's what's going on. But I love Mark Jackson, man. I like both Mark Jacksons. I miss the other. How many of y'all have missed the other Mark Jackson on ESPN? I feel like Mark Jackson on ESPN was a phenomenal commentator. I feel like he should have a coaching job, and he did a great job with the Warriors. You know. That's just me, though. Toby and a first for Alex Caruso would be perfect. Not going to happen, but we have dreams. Hey, man, I try to go to bed every night and dream well. You know what I'm saying? I write down things that I dream about. I write down things that would be, like, really, really cool. Like, if I don't know, like, if I could take a trip somewhere, I would want to go to Canada. I haven't been to Canada yet, but like I have certain things that are like on like my wish list. You know what I'm saying? So that would be really cool to add that to the wish list. I say that. DFJ, man, what's going on, man? How you doing? Oh man, y'all gotta go check out. All right, you know what I'll do? I'll drop the link down below. I'll do that right now. DFJ and myself were on DJ Eastwood's pod last night. Shout out to DJ, man. I've loved DJ, like, ever since, and I'm going to be honest, like, when I say this, man, like, DJ specifically was the one that really, like, got me out of my comfort zone when I was doing games on the radio. I learned that I can't be a robot. Like, when I was first at my radio station at school, I learned that I couldn't be a robot and that I needed to add personality. And I would watch the way that DJ was on, talking about the Sixers, talking about Ben Simmons, and, like, you know, replacing his jersey with Allen Iverson in his old studio, and then he's, like, in the back, you know, like, replacing the jersey, and he's like, this whatever jersey's in back of me is only for players that can shoot the damn ball. And he's like screaming at the top of his lungs. But no, man, I love the passion. And let me find the link, and I'll drop it down below. You guys can tune in anytime. And also, please go subscribe to DJ, man. Like him, RB, Broads, like Philly Mike, Romp, like they're all so good. And I'm not just saying that. Like I truly, truly mean that. So, man, DFJ, thanks for coming on here, man. I'd love to get you on the pod sometime too, man. You know, I am thinking about bringing back like our post-game pods. Like I did that for the Phillies. I might try to do that for the Sixers. So I'd love to have you on, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Definitely would love to have you on. So, all right, we're going to pull up the video. I'm going to drop the link down below, and that's what we'll do. It was a live stream, right? Yeah, it was the live stream from last night. It's so true, though. Like man, it is true. You know what I'm saying? Bro, our convo last night, it was just so great. Like, I don't think DJ expected that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just tapped on because, like, I didn't, like, want to promote, like, nothing like that. I just wanted to straight up talk hoops. If you guys know me, I'm not somebody that, like, really tries to go onto somebody's platform and promote my stuff because that's just not who I am. You know? Like, I come on because I want to have, like, a legit conversation and just talk up shop. That's all I gotta say. So, all right, we will post the link. There it is. You guys can go check it out. We were on DJ Eastwood's pod last night. DFJ, myself, we were all talking up shop. Why isn't Embiid getting assists? Would be getting as many as Jokic if not for getting so little assists. Honestly, I mean, if we're talking about this season, man, Joel's assist numbers, they've been going up, man. I can't diss him for that. He's done a much better job of passing out of the double teams. He's averaging 6.5 assists per game, which is second on the team. Like, look at his stats from like cumulatively from like every single year. He averaged 2 assists when he came into the league. Then it was 3.5. A little bit less than 4 the year after that. Then it was back down to 3, 2.8, 4, and now 6.5. That's pretty awesome. You know, you're averaging 2.5 more assists per game. I'm cool with it. You know, in the playoffs, I hope that his assist numbers can still continue to go up. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Do I have a halftime question? I don't have a halftime question just yet, but I will certainly come up with one for sure. I would love to. I'll hit you up on the gram. Yeah, man. You know, DJ was like, yo, like, hit us up, like, on Twitter. And I'm like, well, I got to buy the premium now. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's so just bizarre. You got to do that now to verify people that are out there. You see the guy who is the dingbat guy who does Eagles? You'll have to post his link down below, man. I don't know. There's a lot of people that do Eagles on here, so you'll have to be more specific. I agree. I don't know what you agree with. I just babbled something. I just babbled something, but it just, you know, sometimes I just spit stuff out and I throw something at the wall, see what sticks, and it just sticks. You know what I'm saying? It just happens. Here's a topic to talk about: the fact that Christmas is coming up so fast. If the Eagles lose on Christmas, guys, I don't even have to say nothing. What we better see on Christmas is we better see a great Eagles game, a dominant Eagles game, and then you follow that up with a very good, close Sixers battle between them and the Heat. I would love that. Philadelphia will have a great Christmas. I'm hoping for a happy, Merry Christmas on Christmas Day. In the sports world, and of course for all y'all too. That'd be really nice. All right, what else do we have going on over here? Do y'all like want to raid somebody? Do y'all want Mike? You talking about Philly 500? Yeah, is that who it is? Is it Philly 500? Let me know, because I'm curious. Ooh, score prediction. Okay, All right, score prediction for Seahawks Eagles. Ooh. I'll tell you something. I think the Seahawks beat the Eagles. I think that the Seahawks are going to win, and they're going to put up 30 points on the Eagles. I'll tell you straight up. 30 points. 30 points on the Eagles. That's what I'm going to say. And I'm being honest because this defense has really struggled. And what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately against the 49ers and the Cowboys? How can I, with the abysmal performances that they put on, how can I say that the Eagles are going to beat the Seattle Seahawks? And I look at the way that they're playing now, too, against these upper echelon opponents. They're hungry, you know? So, Tommy DeVito might be the Grinch that steals Christmas. The dude went to Gloucester Catholic. Is that what he did? If Tobias was struggling with Maxey, that would have been bad. Bro, I feel like DFJ, man, I feel like he had to have listened to the pod last night because he comes out of the gates and is just making these threes everywhere and he's making these pull-up jumpers, and then he gets a block. Like, it didn't even look like it was an athletic block. Like, it was just like a regular block, but still. Like, it's crazy. All right, so we're just starting off the third quarter. Man, that was a fun combo that we had at halftime, man. That was fun. But, all right, so it's 70-57 as we start off the third quarter here. Cade Cunningham will go to the line to shoot a couple of foul shots, and the first one he misses it. What the heck is going on here? There it is. There we go. All right. Second foul shot is good. 28-10 Seattle, says Dark. Okay. If the Seahawks beat the Eagles, I quit, says James. I would say I think that the coordinators play a big role in the defense, such as how far they are off the ball. Okay, that's a good one. I like that take, too. Eagles 30, Seattle 17. Pete Carroll will outcoach Sirianni. Yep. I'm with you on that, man. I hate to say it. All right, 10:55 left to go in the third quarter. Bogdanovich has it as he tries to dribble into the lane against Joel Embiid, and he's fouled. So he will head to the line for two more foul shots. I got to tell you, Bogdanovich tonight, so far, it just seems like that he's getting to anywhere that he wants to, and he's operating on all cylinders. So he's doing a very good job in so many facets of the game. First foul shot is good, and it's 72-59. Embiid is the one that gets called for the foul. Bogdanovich is 7 for 12 from the field, and his 18 points now make it 19. So he gets 19 points right there. $10:50 left in this third quarter. Maxey has it at the logo. I'll hand it off to Nick Batum. Again, the Sixers are going from right to left, and the Pistons are going from left to right. Maxey working around the screen, tries to find Embiid. Embiid back to Harris. Harris with a step-back jumper, pulls up for three, and he hits it! Wow! It was contested and everything, and it was a line drive laser from the near wing, and he got it to go. Who would have thunk? Cunningham on the other side goes up with a foul line jumper, and that's up and in. Boy, Tobias Harris with 17 points and 6 rebounds. Where was this over the last 5 games? Where was this? Actually working around the screen, and he'll find Batum. Batum catches, shoots, and he gets it. He gets it to go 78-62. He is just such a very quick trigger, Nick Batum. And does a great job on the defensive side. And speaking of the defense, he puts the skates on Hayes right there. All right. I've got to blow my nose really, really quickly. I think if we win, that there is a different... Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you on that. If Jalen fumbles again, I'll cry. Dude, I mean, like, how many drop passes, how many fumbles did the receivers have, bro? So many. Nobody could hold on to that football. Ridiculous. 78-64 as Cunningham makes both foul shots. 9.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Batum finds Melton. Melton dribbles into the lane, and he throws it down as he parts the Red Sea. 80-64, DeAnthony Melton going downhill with nobody in his way. Bogdanovich for a triple on the near corner. Too strong. Batum trying to get the rebound. Stewart intercepts it from him. He'll hand it off to Bogdanovich on the near wing. Bogdanovich inside the Stewart. It's stolen away, though, and intercepted by Melton. Melton to Embiid. A drop-off pass to Batum. Batum back out to Maxey. No look pass to Batum again. Batum inside to Embiid. It's up, and it's good. How about the ball movement by Philadelphia? 7 passes on that offensive possession, and it's now 82-64. Everybody's clicking on all cylinders. And another timeout called by Detroit as the Sixers lead it by 18 points with 8:59 to go in the third quarter. All right, I'm going to take a very, very quick step off. I'll be right back. I really got to blow my nose. Something is going on. But I'll see you soon. Don't go anywhere. If you guys are tuning in on Facebook or if you're on any other social media platform, please make sure that y'all come on here and hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well. All right, there we go. JJ, take a zinc and a cup of vitamin C to try to zap that bug. It's all good, man. Hey, we only have a half of this, so I'm fine. You know. I've dealt with strep throat on the air. That was not fun. I woke up one morning. I was doing a soccer game. Literally felt fine the night before. Wake up, don't even have a voice. And that was probably the toughest game I ever had to call. I set up the equipment and everything, and that was tough. Good times. Very memorable. But yes. Not me quietly worried about the Jazz or worried the Jazz will lose to the Pistons and end the LS. Are you a Jazz fan, Gideon? Are you a Jazz fan, my guy? Does Maxey hit 25 tonight? I'm not worried about him. The fourth quarter hasn't started. Maxey so far only has 3 points, man. That's it. Tyrese Maxey has 3 points, guys. Has 3 points. So, I don't even know if he'll hit 10. That's just me being honest. 82-64. 9 minutes left in this third quarter. Cunningham with a dribble handoff to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich trying to work his way into the lane. Kicks it back out to Stewart. Stewart on a little pump fake. Kicks it back outside as he tries to go into the baseline. And he gets the ball back. A turnaround. A little baby hook that's up and that's no good. And the star Thompson tips it in. And I got to tell you, I don't know how basket interference was not called on that possession. So it's 82-66. 8.5 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Embiid has it at the top of the key, trying to find somebody. And he'll get a screen by Maxey. Tyrese Maxey with the screen. Embiid trying to bully Asar Thompson. Gets the ball stripped by Thompson and stolen away by Cade Cunningham. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll still be It'll still be Pistons basketball. Hold your breath for 4 minutes, then exhale. Oh, that's for hiccups. Yes, that's for hiccups, my guy. That's not the problem. We don't have the hiccups. But thank you for trying. I do appreciate that. Cunningham at the top of the key. Trying to go around Nick Batum. Goes into the baseline. Too strong. Maxey comes away with the rebound. Outlet pass all the way to Melton. One more to Harris, who throws it home and slams it down. The ball movement by the Sixers has been phenomenal. And there you go. Tyrese Maxey coming up with a hockey assist right there. Cunningham has it on the near corner, and he'll hand it off to Stewart, who's at the top of the key. Isaiah Stewart with a dribble handoff to Asar Thompson. And here's Stewart again. Stewart to Killian Hayes, who puts up a baby runner, and that's up and in. Excuse me. Oh, boy. There we go. I just burped now. Maybe you just jinxed me, my guy. Maybe now I'm going to have hiccups. Oh, boy. Tyrese Maxey at the near wing, standing at the top of the key. Find Embiid. Embiid back to Harris. Harris's pull-up jumper, no good. It was a little short on that one, and he probably should have hit it. He's been really having a hard time finishing. Maxey playing defense on Killian Hayes. Hayes dribbles around the timeline, finds Bogdanovich one more, all the way to Cunningham for a triple. That's off the mark and wide right. Embiid with a long rebound over at the far corner. Joel to Batum. Batum, underhanded pass to Harris. One more to Melton for a triple, and it's just a little bit wide right from the near wing, that is. 84-68. Cunningham trying to go up against Embiid and makes it look easy. Actually, that was Asar Thompson. I beg your pardon. Asar Thompson, 4 points for him, 5 rebounds. He's been doing pretty well. The 20-year-old was the 5th overall pick by Detroit in this last year's draft. His twin brother has been doing a pretty good job as well. Maxey wide open for a triple off the far wing. No good. And he comes up with a rebound. There's a runner that's up, and it goes in. And finally, Tyrese Maxey claps his hands because there's his first 2 points of the second half. He has 5. Melton swipes it away from Killian Hayes and denies him at the rim with a little chase down block on the other end. It goes out of bounds, and it'll still be Pistons ball. It'll still be Pistons basketball. Advil allergy and sinus just got a head cold last night. He had a headache last night, and he took it, and it helped. That's cool. That's cool. Hit that thumbs up, man. Hit that subscribe button. We need 3 more subscribers to get to 1,560. Melton comes away with the rebound off the miss by Bogdanovich. He's running downhill, tries to go into the lane, pulls up for a 2, and he can't finish that one into the traffic. 86-70, a head cold. Okay, not a headache. Okay. Sorry, I thought you meant to say headache. Sometimes we just misspell things. Cunningham trying to go up with a 2, and Stewart tips it back up and in. If it stays this close, Maxey will have 16 in the fourth quarter. That is true. That is true. You do bring up a very solid point. So he might stay in. He's on the bench right now as he just subs out for Patrick Beverley. $86-72, 5.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. There's a bounce pass by Melton all the way to Embiid. Embiid with 1 foot inside the three-point arc and 1 foot out at the near wing. Pulls up for a 2. No good. Another rebound by Detroit. Bogdanovich trying to go with nobody in his way and tries to finish it, and he gets called. Actually, Melton's the one that gets called for the foul. Can't believe it. I can't believe it. I don't know how. That I don't know how. What time is it? 8:36 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, Bogdanovich, first foul shot. He drains it. He does drain that one. It's 86-73. Sixers do lead it by 13 points. If you are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We do 76ers, Philadelphia Phillies, and Philadelphia Eagles play-by-play on here. We also do Flyers watch parties. I call them watch parties because we're not proficient in hockey play-by-play. But we'll get there. Maybe, hopefully, by next year. That would be a good time to finally actually get up to par with that. Second foul shot's good. Kelly Oubre Jr. will sub on in for Nick Batum. And Bojan Bogdanovic goes 2 for 2 from the line. Give him 21 points and 2 assists. 7 for 14 from the field, 1 for 4 from downtown. Oubre Jr. tries to find Embiid on the low block, and Embiid trying to take his defender to SEPTA, and he does. He's also fouled as well by James Wiseman. 88-74. Joel Embiid turning it on as he has 34 points on the night. Who you think the Phils get this offseason? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know, man. See, that's tough. I'm happy that we brought back Nola, but we need another starting pitcher. I would also like another arm, man. How about you, though? What are your thoughts about that? I'd love to hear. Joel with 35 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists. He's 10 for 10 from the foul line. There's a 3-point shot off the mark by Jaden Ivey. Ivey has really been struggling. He's 0 for 2 from beyond the arc. Just his 3 points. Embiid back to Melton. Melton with a little poke all the way back to Embiid as he lost the dribble. Embiid back to Melton for a wide-open triple. Oh, my goodness. Joel now with 4 assists, and DeAnthony Melton finally gets his second 3 to go, his first one of the second half. There's a step-back jumper by Burks, and that's off the mark. He missed the 6-foot pull-up jumper. Tobias Harris with 7 rebounds. Embiid for 2 at the foul line. And he's fouled again by James Wiseman. He is fouled by Wiseman, and he will stay put at the line to shoot 2 more foul shots. So, well, with the way that they're playing now, they might not even have Maxey play in the 4th. So we'll just have to wait and see. We reached 30 likes. Let's go. All right, let's get to 40, man. And we need 3 more lovely subscribers to get to 1,560. What are y'all waiting for? Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. Support your boy JJ. We love you all so, so much. What we do on this platform is we allow you guys to be the color commentators and we do the play-by-play, even though tonight we're not doing our best job. But it is what it is. The Phillies need a more reliable 9th-inning pitcher. Well, Kimbrel's gone, man. Kimbrel took the money for Baltimore, and he's gone. I hope they get an arm or 2 and an upgrade in the outfield. That would be a good move, too. I like Rojas, but can you trust him full-time as an everyday player? I don't know. Maybe we have to wait and see about that. But, say what you want about last year in the playoffs, even though he really struggled. 94-74, Patrick Beverley commits a personal foul as Embiid does make both foul shots. And Joel with now 37 points. Cunningham will go to the charity stripe. You want Hader? That's a lot of money, man. That is a lot of money. And you know what we did to Josh Hader. You know what we did to Josh Hader, my guy. Coach said you go to AAA for a bit if need be. Craig Kimbrel was not a reliable 9th-inning guy. He wasn't. You need another arm. I liked his veteran leadership, but you're right. 94-76, 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Cunningham does make both foul shots. 3:55 left to go in the third quarter. Beverly working around the screen. He'll hand it off to Embiid. Embiid at the foul line trying to work his way into the lane, and he just mistimed it. He mistimed the dunk. He lost it in the air, and he was about ready to pull down a sledgehammer, and I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of memes on that on ESPN or on Bleacher Report and all that stuff. Cunningham steps back, fades away, pulls up for 3. Off the mark, Kelly Oubre Jr. climbs the ladder and gets the board. Beverly inside to Joel. Embiid puts it up and in. Isaiah Stewart was all in his wheelhouse. And Embiid got it to go with the left hand. And Joel now with 39 points. He could get 50 by the end of this quarter. Ivy working around the timeline, trying to find somebody on the baseline, and he actually went up with a little reverse layup, and he got it to go again. This is absolutely crazy. Jaden Ivey gave him only 3 points so far. That's his first bucket of the game. Sixers are shooting 55% from the field, And they're holding the Pistons to shooting 44%. Embiid for three at the top of the key. Just a little short, and Ivy with the rebound. Ivy working downhill, zigzagging his way into the lane, and he puts up a two and gets it as a layup. Another timeout called by the Sixers. It's 96-80 as they lead it by 16 points. I would have paid Kimbrel to leave, says Gideon Shawver. Oh, that's funny, man. That is funny. 38 lovely people on here watching. We love you all so much. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. I want us to get 3 more subscribers and get to that 1,560 mark. I love each and every one of you, man. I really do. And I would like you all to become members of the Play-by-Play with JJ family. So I asked you all a couple of nights ago, like, what got you guys into basketball? If you didn't answer that question, if you would like to share your story about that, by all means, you can do that. But, you know, today I was thinking, I was watching Hustle, okay? And last night I was watching Hustle, and Hustle honestly made me think about, because some of it was actually filmed at the Delaware Bluecoats facility at the Chase Field, at the field house. I got to do NBA G League games there. So have you guys ever been to an NBA G League game, okay? And if you have, what do you remember about that game? Just wanted to ask. I got to call a couple of G League games, and the most memorable one that I got to call was when Paul Reed, it was on the monitor, but still, Paul Reed had a double-double, and he was going up against Aaron Sharp, and he had like 35 points against him and like 17 rebounds. That was one of my favorite games that I called in the G League. That was really cool. So there's the ECW in your name. I missed that. Dr. J got me into basketball. Shows my age. So does the ECW. That's funny. Mike Green says, all I know is that the Phils need to do something. They're sitting on their hands. I'd really like a good center fielder. I care more about pitching, man. Guys, the Phillies had the bats, man. They had the bats. They have the foundation. The bats went cold. That's not on anybody else. It's not on lack of talent. That was on them. They should have won last year. They tanked. They collapsed. So that's the way that I look at it. That's why I'm not saying that offense should be the primary fix. Pitching needs a little bit of boostering up. They had the pieces. This team, I'm fine with them running it back for the most part. But from my own 2 eyes, that's what I saw. Sixers will try to inbound it. And I believe Marcus Morris Sr. stepped out of bounds. So, careless turnover by Philadelphia. And Detroit has it. That was actually Kelly Oubre Jr. that lost it out of bounds. So, Cunningham standing at the top of the key. We'll find Stewart. Stewart with a dribble handoff back to Cunningham. It's intercepted, though, by Kelly Oubre Jr. Nobody in his way. And he throws it down with a flush. Sixers up by 18 points with 2 minutes to go in the third frame. Cunningham trying to conduct the traffic. Works all the way towards his right side. He's on the far corner trying to bat down Tyrese Maxey. He'll try to spin and fade away. He gets double-teamed. He'll find Stewart. Stewart back to Burks at the top of the key. Burks dribbles back, steps up, pulls up, and Morris Sr. comes away with his miss. Outlet pass all the way to Patrick Beverly, who's standing on the far wing. He'll hand it back off to Embiid. Joel Embiid, 1:35 left to go in the third quarter. He has to try to pass it to somebody. He'll try to go up against Isaiah Stewart and back his way down and swing it back out to Maxey. It's intercepted, though, by Isaiah Stewart again. Going into the lane is Ivy. Ivy thought he was fouled. The ball gets stripped, though, and Marcus Morris Sr. is the one that causes the block. He got back on the defensive side and just did a good job at staying on top of the ball, staying with the play, and just made it go out of bounds. 98-80. 1:18 left to go in the third quarter. Burks with a little runner. It's a little short. He grabs his own rebound, kicks it back out to Cunningham. At the top of the key, Cunningham back to Burks for a three on the near wing. Too strong again. And Tyrese Maxey comes up with his fourth board. 7 dimes, 4 boards, and 5 points by Tyrese Maxey. Maxey at the logo. Sixers are out-rebounding the Pistons 40-25. He'll find Embiid. Embiid with a spinning fadeaway turnaround jumper. And it's a little short again. Another rebound by Burks. Alec Burks with 3 rebounds as the ball gets stripped and it's going to go out of bounds with 47.5 seconds left in this third frame. Yep, considering ECW closed shop in 2001. I had this handle since YouTube. Oh, you were a baby? Oh, wow. That's wild, man. Prism. I remember when, well, I don't remember, but I know that Prism was obviously before Comcast Sportsnet. I know that. Taz Sandman, Raven, Tommy, Dreamer. Which was the bigger choke job? The 76ers squandering a 3-2 lead versus Boston or the Phillies choking away NLCS? Man, that was the bigger choke job. For sure. The Sixers were so much better than the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Phillies were so much better than the Arizona Diamondbacks. All right. Maxey tried to go up with a little runner. He's fouled by Cade Cunningham with 37 seconds left in this third quarter. The Lakers are up 48-33 in San Antonio with 6:11 left in the second quarter. As Maxey's first foul shot's good. The Pacers, they're down by 3. In Milwaukee, it's 36-33. Houston Rockets, they have a 16-point lead against Memphis with 7:48 left to go in the second quarter. And then the Toronto Raptors, they're down by 2 at halftime, and the Charlotte Hornets are down by 11 at halftime. 100-80 as Tyrese Maxey drains both foul shots, 7 points and 7 assists. The ball gets stolen away off the inbound pass. Embiid back to Oubre Jr. who slams it home. Kelly Oubre Jr., 13 points for him. And now make it 15. 15 seconds left on the shot clock as the clock is unplugged. Cunningham at the logo. Now at the top of the key. And we have a whistle called. It'll be an illegal screen on Bogdanovich as Patrick Beverley takes it to the hardwood. Flip a coin on that. Flip a coin on what? 6.8 seconds left. And, well, we had some chirping going on between Embiid and Bogdanovich. I don't know what the heck just happened, but the refs are going to go to the headsets and give this a little review here. So this is going to take more time off the clock. Isaiah Stewart goes over towards the bench. I don't know what the heck just happened. There was a little entanglement or what. But the refs are going to put the headsets on. We have a stoppage in play with 6.8 seconds left. It seems like every single time in the third quarter, with like 5 seconds to go, like it always is 20 minutes from here because something goes on. Stewart just shoved Beverly out of the way, and Embiid was going up to Stewart like, what the heck is going on? She was chirping a little bit. And then I didn't see where there was any sort of beef, but whatever. All choking is unacceptable. I'm with you on that. I don't know what the heck is going on. For some trivia, Prism became Sports Channel. ECW, Eastern Championship Wrestling, was one of the Sports Channel's first programs. That I did not know. I had no idea about that. That's cool. We got 48 lovely people on here watching. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Alco Gang, do your thing. We need 3 more subscribers to get to 1,560. What are you guys waiting for? What are y'all waiting for, guys? Love us to get to 40 likes. So this is an official review to see what else is going to be, what's going to be called on Isaiah Stewart, if it's going to be a flagrant or what's going to happen. I guess the NBC didn't get footage. All right, so let's see. Can't hear what they're saying. Both teams still have 4 timeouts left in this game. So the call is overturned. Isaiah Stewart got ejected. So that is, I guess, a flagrant 2, I want to say. So Stewart's gone. And Beverly's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And the Sixers, I believe, will also get the ball back. So, yep, it was an offensive foul, a turnover, and Embiid's talking things over with Monty Williams. So Beverly's going to go to the line for 2. The first foul shot, it hits the front of the rim and goes out towards the right side. Let's see what happens in the second foul shot coming up right here. Again, 6.8 seconds left. The second foul shot by Beverly. He missed them both. Hit the back of the rim, and Beverly could not knock down 1 foul shot. He does have 3 points and 1 assist. I couldn't believe he couldn't knock that second one down. So Oubre Jr. will inbound it for the Sixers. They do get to advance the ball. They'll find Embiid. Joel Embiid trying to go into the lane, puts up a little baby hook. It's up, and that's good. 3 seconds to go in this third quarter. They'll inbound it to Cunningham. Cunningham past half court, puts up a long prayer, and that's going to do it. Sixers lead it by 24 points as we go into quarter number 4. Good to see you, brother. I wish the Rockets could win a few games on the road, says Texas Repo. I appreciate you for coming on here, my guy. I really do appreciate that so much. All right. Here's what we'll do. We'll do this right now. Where is it? All right, so as we go into quarter number 4, all right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you a 76ers trivia question. All right? I'm going to ask you a Sixers trivia question, and if you get the question correct, you'll hear this. If you get the question wrong, you'll hear this. Okay, here we go. Who should get Rookie of the Year? I thought that you were going to ask a trivia. I thought that was going to be your trivia question. Oh, boy. All right. So my trivia question is going to be this. All right. Who was the first 76er to win Sixth Man of the Year? Who was the first 76er to win Sixth Man of the Year? All right? That's the question. Comment your answers down below, and we'll see who gets it right and when you get it right. Aaron McKee. Close, but that was a good guess. Manute Bol. Incorrect. Bobby Jones. That's correct. Bobby Jones. Mike Green again. My man's clutch, bro. He just knows his 76ers trivia. You know what I'm saying? Mike Green. He got it. It's Bobby Jones. In 1982, it was the 1982 to 83 season. Bobby Jones became the first ever recipient of the Sixth Man of the Year award, coming off the bench. Well, that's what it means. That's what six man is, bro. Coming off the bench to supplement a championship team that featured Moses Malone, Dr. J, Maurice Cheeks, and Andrew Toney. Come on, I got it first. Wait, whoa. Did I miss you? Oh, no. That was yours was incorrect. I was like, wait. Did you say it first? But no. That's what six man is, bro. Like, why did they have to elaborate that? They're coming off the bench. Like, of course you're coming off the bench if you're a six man. Like, bro. 104-83 as we start off the fourth quarter. Bogdanovich is the one that made the 3-point shot. He has 24 points, by the way. So Maxey, Reed, Oubre Jr., Morris Sr., and Covington all out there for the Sixers. ECW, you gonna watch the new wrestling movie coming out? Ooh, that sounds good. Me and DJ got it at the same time. Oh, I missed that. I missed it. Excuse me. I missed it. Bobby Jones. Oh, I see it right there. Okay, now I see it. Okay. Man, am I getting old? Like, my eyes, man. Yep, all right, DFJ got it, too. Congrats to DFJ. You got it, man. All y'all else, the rest of y'all, incorrect. All right. 107-83. 10 minutes left to go. Maxey pulls up for a three, and that's a little bit short. 10:55 left to go in the fourth quarter. Ivy taking it to the lane. Goes up with the right hand. No good. Robert Covington comes away with his miss. So Tyrese Maxey gets the outlet pass. Maxey gets a screen by Paul Reed. Works into the lane. Tries to kick it out and find Covington. Covington left wide open for a triple. And it's a little bit off the mark. Bogdanovich is the one that grabs the rebound. That's only his first rebound. That's just his first rebound on the night. But he has 24 points. There's an air ball that's up by Killian Hayes. Nobody was on him, and he airballed it. I don't know how. That was from the near elbow. Tyrese Maxey hands it off to Reed. Reed thought about taking the three and was staring at the rim, but he'll hand it back off to Maxey. Tyrese Maxey being guarded by Bogdanovich. Steps back. Goes into the lane, goes up with a two, and no goaltending call. They're going to call a block on Stewart. Oubre Jr. gets the interception, though, off the bad pass by Stewart. Oubre Jr. back to Reed. Reed trying to take his defender, or thought about taking him to Septa, but he'll hand it back off to Oubre Jr. for a three. No good. Reed with the offensive rebound, tries to go back up with him with a reverse layup. He's fouled. He is fouled, and he will head to the line for two foul shots. 107-83. The foul is called on Asar Thompson. Or James Wiseman, that is. Excuse me. Yeah, he beat you by a split second. Okay. I'm sorry. All right. All right. I'm happy that you can be honest. I'm happy that you can be honest because, you know, sometimes guys, balls go out of bounds, and guess what? Like, you know, you try to plead your case for your team even though you know that it, like, went out on you last. You didn't do that there. So I give you a lot of credit for being honest, Mike. I do. And he beat you, like, by a split second, bro. The Maxey/Melton crew must have been out late last night. Oh, hey, Maxey is getting a lot of assists. He does have 8 assists tonight. He's just 1 for 10, though, from the field. He's really struggling. There's a 3-point shot that's up, and that's in. My thumb got stuck. Excuses. I got 50 lovely people on here watching. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Algo Gang, do your thing. We need 3 more subs to get to 1,560. Morris Sr. trying to get his defender to buy on a pump fake. He'll hand it off to Reed. Reed on the near corner. Now goes inside of the baseline. Tries to hand it off to Oubre Jr. It's stolen away by Killian Hayes. Hayes all the way with an outlet pass to Ivy, and he lost it out of bounds. Ivy did lose it out of bounds, and it'll still be 76ers basketball. Bobby Jones is very underrated, says DFJ. He's one of the best rotational players ever. There's a reason why he's in the Hall of Fame. I agree with you on that. I totally agree with you on that. You're 1,000% right. Maxey on the near wing at the 3-point line, taking on his defender, goes towards the foul line, goes up with a little runner, and it's airballed, and he missed it. Covington trying to get the rebound. It's volleyballed all the way back out to Maxey. Maxey tries to go up with a shot, and they're going to call a shot clock violation because Maxi's runner didn't even hit the rim the first time. He's just 1 for 11 from the field. This is probably the worst shooting performance that he's had in his career. Seriously, it's been really, really abysmal for him tonight, but the Sixers lead it by 23 points. Hayes with a step-back jumper, too strong. Too strong. That was actually Isaiah Livers, I beg your pardon, on the 16-foot shot. Covington on the near wing trying to go towards the baseline, and the finger roll finishes up and good, and he's fouled as well. A 25-point lead by Philadelphia as they just continue to put on a clinic against the Detroit Pistons. The foul was on Bogdanovich, and Rocco will try to convert on the old-fashioned three-point play. What was his nickname, Jones? I guess it was. All right, let's get to 50 likes, everybody. Foul shot is good by Rocco. So Robert Covington able to get that one to fall. 5 more likes till we get to 40, and 3 more subs till we get to 1,560. The Secretary of Defense. I like that nickname. That's cool. All right, so the Pistons, Kevin Knox. I haven't heard that name in quite some time. He's out there in the fourth quarter. He lost the ball on a turnover as it goes out of bounds. So the Sixers have it. 5 seconds left on the shot clock for the Sixers. Harris step back jumper with Bogdanovich in his face, and he got it. My goodness. So Bogdanovich with 27 points. Hayes with 6. Ivy with 7. And Livers with 2. And Kevin Knox just came in. 114-86. Paul Reed got the rebound. Maxey dribbling into the lane, goes up with a little baby hook, and that's good. So Tyrese Maxey with 9 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists and 4 rebounds. And we have another timeout called by Detroit. The Pistons are down by 30. Sixers lead at 116-86. DFJ, ding, ding, ding. That's right. It doesn't matter, though. Like, even though, like, he answered it first, you still got it right. Unless y'all, like, were together and you were just, like, playing Whisper down the lane and just communicating with, like, one another. Like, y'all have, like, your own StreamYard. You're actually, like, low-key. You're low-key live streaming us on here. You know what I'm saying? just joking. What's going on, Simbo? How you doing? JJ, let me hear your top 5 Sixers players of all time. Oh, boy, that's tough, bro. Putting me on the spot like that. I love it, man. That's great. Top 5 Sixers players of all time. We're talking about accolades, like who's done the most for the city. So that's how I'm doing this as my top 5. Like, not the most talented players, but who's accomplished a lot for the city. Number 1 has to be Wilt Chamberlain. If we're talking about accomplishments and what he was able to do in his prime. He is number 1. Dr. J is number 2. Okay. Talent and what he did in regards to championships. He's number 2. AI is 3, I would say. It's pretty basic. 4 would have to be Charles Barkley. And number 5 would have to be Joel Embiid. Maybe you could put Malone up there. But those, how I would categorize it is when you're talking about like top 5 Sixers players of all time, who's accomplished the most for the city, I believe in that order, that's the best order to go with. Wilt, Dr. J, AI, not Andre Iguodala, not that AI, Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson, Charles Barkley, and Joel. That's what it is. Iverson, Barkley, Dr. J, Andrew, Tony, Joel. Oh, man. What's up, Simbo? How you doing, man? Sean Bradley is first. Come on, says Mike Green. No, I can't do that, man. I can't do that. Oh, man, I can't be disrespecting my big center. I can't do that to Wilt, my guy. But how about y'all? Who are your top 5? Come on, let's have this convo while we're up by 30. We're going to pretty much treat the rest of this like it's a watch party because this is just such a blowout. 7:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. Reed finds Maxey on the near wing. Maxey sitting at the Toyota sign. Maxey with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Steps back, fades away, pulls up for 3, and he airballs it. It's just not been his night. It has not been his night. And at this point, you might just want to take him out because, you want to rest him up, make sure that he's good to go for Friday, and hopefully he has a better game. Sean Bradley was in Space Jam, so there is a point that has to be made there. Okay, well, Tobias Harris was in Hustle. So if that's how we're going to play this, then we got to put Tobias Harris in there because he acted in Hustle. So there you go. That's how we're doing this now. If we're talking about films. Correct, Dark Law. He was 8'3" and couldn't dunk. Oh, man. Oubre Jr. at the top of the key now, standing at the foul line, steps back, fades away, pulls up for 2, and connects the dots on that jumper. 118-89. Kelly Oubre Jr. with 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. He's been a bright spot tonight. He really has. Daniel House Jr. now has it on the near wing. 6 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter. Oubre Jr. steps back, lets it fly for a triple, and that's a little off the mark. 6 minutes left to go. Covington tries to come up with a rebound off of Kevin Knox's miss, and he does so. Daniel House Jr. also out there now for the Sixers. It's House Jr., Reed, Oubre Jr., Springer, and Covington. Oubre Jr. leading the charge. Bogdanovich with a 3 on the other end, and that's good. I meant leading the charges and leading the scoring. Bogdanovich, it's just a night out there for him. He's just out there. He's getting to his spots. At this point, just go for 50. You know what I'm saying? 33 points for him. He's 11 for 19 from the field, 5 for 9 from deep. Paul Reed gets his shot blocked by Kevin Knox. Knox being rewarded on the other end, and Jaden Springer's the one that commits the foul as he tried to reach up and in on the defensive side. That's funny. Having fun, JJ. Thanks for allowing. Oh, dude, of course. Of course. In this type of a game, we got to, we have to have fun. You know what I'm saying? Bugs Bunny. I would say my favorite player of all time was also in Space Jam, but he was shorter than everyone else. Bugsy. Bugsy Bogues. Oh, man. That's funny. All right. I just had a question, and it just slipped out of my head. The one thing that I don't like about doing this on here now, okay, I'm usually, and y'all might find this really hard to believe, but I'm more of a listener rather than a talker. You know what I'm saying? And with doing this all the time now, I've had to learn how to talk more. And when I'm talking more, I lose my train of thought sometimes because I'm in the zone. I'm in that auto zone mode where I'm just letting things flow into my head, stream of consciousness type of a thing, and then I lose my train of thought. And I hate that. It bugs me. So you got to be like JJ. You got to write your stuff down. Got to be like DJ in the sense where you're just writing down your notes now, because I noticed that that's what he's doing now too. And RB, I think RB does the same thing where he'll have his points laid out and everything, and he'll just have it all organized. 4:40 left to go in this fourth quarter. Sixers lead at 120-94. Covington, Korkmaz, House Jr., Reed, and Springer all out there for the Sixers. House Jr. working into the lane, steps back, fades away, pulls up for 2. No. And Reed tips the rebound all the way to a Piston. Not by much, Mike. This alien dude was shorter. The alien dude was shorter. half an inch. Hey, every half inch counts, guys. Every half inch counts. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, Springer tried to take a three, but I think he stepped out of bounds. No, Covington's the one that made the turnover. Okay. Look, man, overall, as we have 4 minutes left to go in this game, the Sixers literally play the Pistons again on Friday. Another good game by this team. Overall, they're doing what we ask. These should be stress-free games. That's what's going on. They're doing a really good job at just taking care of their business and not making it stressful. Embiid doesn't have to play in the fourth quarter. Tyrese Maxey has an off night, but we all trust that he's going to get back into rhythm the next night out there. So, welcome back, Oubre Jr. Yes, sir. Welcome back, Kelly Oubre. I agree with that. Springer does get fouled with 7 seconds left on the shot clock. 3:27 left to go in the fourth quarter. But yeah, this was a great game overall. If you have not hit that subscribe button, what are y'all waiting for? I give you this content for free. All you gotta do, we just need 3 more people to subscribe. Go tell your friends about this channel. That's all you gotta do, man. Doesn't help you guys, it just helps me. That's all it does. I am gonna take one more step off when there's a timeout. We have Mo Bamba coming in for Paul Reed. Now's a good time to put him in now, too. Springer does miss the second foul shot. He goes 1 for 2 from the line. Sasser, Livers, Hayes, Thompson, and Knox all out there for the Pistons. Thompson gets the handoff, and he'll give it back to Hayes. Hayes goes up with a shot, and that's good. That was actually Marcus Sasser that got it. Smash that like, hit that subscribe button. I'm out, JJ. Salute to the chat. We love you, man. DFJ, we'll definitely be talking on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I want to get you on. I want to get you on to do some Sixers stuff too when we do some post-game shows on here. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for coming back on. We had a blast last night. Mo Bamba gets a turnaround jumper with 2.5 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter. Thompson hands it back off to Sasser. Sasser at the top of the key. Works into the lane, and it's stolen away by Jaden Springer and intercepted by him as well. Springer to KJ Martin, and he slams it home. That was just a dribble handoff to Martin, who just went down the lane. A no-look bounce pass inside to Asar Thompson, and he hits the 2. So both teams with 2 timeouts left to go and 2 minutes left in this game. Springer hands it off to Bamba. Bamba back inside to Springer, who goes up with a little reverse layup. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2 more free throws. And we have a timeout called with 1:59 left to go in the fourth quarter. All right, I'll be right back for the final 1 minute and 59 seconds of this game. All right, see you soon. Once we go to break, I press the button. There we go. Mark Jackson's back. I was right. He was doing the women's basketball game on NBC Sports Plus. Love it. He's back. Do I think Springer gets added in the trade? I don't want to see it. Just curious to what you think. Well, at this point, if if you're telling me that you can go get a Lauri Markkanen and they're asking for Jaden Springer, you got to do it, man. You know, Springer, at this point, we have a lot of wings on the team. He's not really, he could be good in the future for sure, but sometimes when you have Joel Embiid and you need somebody that can put you over the top, like a Lauri Markkanen, you just have to do it, man. That's just how sports is. Like, that's what you save up assets for. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the way that I look at it. But I can't have everything in the world, you know. Sometimes we all want something. Well, yeah, something like that, I'm good with it. But if it's like an Alex Caruso, if you're saying, it depends. Like, are you giving up Springer and 2 first-round picks? Like, that's a lot. I wouldn't do that. That's too much. But what do I know? We have a 3-point shot hit on the other end by Detroit. It's 126-105. The 76ers are going to go on and be 16-7, and the Pistons are now going to be 2-22. That feels so weird to say. Their 3-point shot, no good. Jaden Springer gets the rebound, puts it back up and in. So he gets the rebound to go. The Pistons are now going to go on what is a 21-game losing streak. They won 2 of their first 3 games, and from there, they've lost to the Thunder, the Trailblazers, the Pelicans, and the list goes on and on. A minute left to go in this fourth quarter. There's a 2-point shot by Springer, and KJ Martin can't get the rebound, and it goes into the hands of Asar Thompson. 55 seconds to go. Ivy for 3 on the far wing, and it's nothing but net for him. They are 14 games behind the Milwaukee Bucks in that central standings. And the Bulls, they're 9-16. They're on a 2-game losing streak. They're just 6 games behind Chicago. There's a 3-point shot by House Jr., and he can't get it to fall. Furkan Korkmaz loses it out of bounds, and it'll be Pistons basketball. 29.6 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Tobias Harris had a pretty good game tonight. You do have to give him some flowers. He started off really strong, got a nice 3, a nice little block, and did what he could. There's a 3-point shot by Ivy, and that's off the mark. And Springer comes away with the rebound, and that's going to do it. The Sixers win with a lot of ease, and it's a stress-free type of a game. They won 129-111 as they shake hands with the Pistons at Little Caesars Arena, and Tobias Harris comes home and does what he has to do, and Joel Embiid played really solid tonight. Not a good night by Tyrese Maxey. Sometimes you're just going to have those games where you struggle, but Harris with 21 points. He was 3 for 5 from 3, and Joel Embiid, 41 points for him, 11 rebounds. He had 19 points in the first quarter and was 14 for 24 from the field and had 5 assists. All right, we're going to close up shop a little bit early tonight, guys, but I do appreciate you all so much for coming on here. All right, I don't know what's going on with our sinuses, but whatever. We'll fix it. And we're going to have a nice cup of tea tonight. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'll see you guys Friday. And watch out for some of the YouTube shorts. We'll have a couple from tonight. Even though we didn't really have their best call. But that's all right. Get better, JJ. Another great play-by-play as well. Thanks, man. Tonight was not one of our best. But I do appreciate the kind words. And I know that you do mean it. So, thank you. I'm also tough on myself. Good night, everyone. See you on the next one See you on the next one, unless you see me first, guys. Unless you see me first. All right. We're going to pop in the DJ's stream for tonight. See what he has to say during the post-game show. I can't go on tonight, unfortunately. But who knows? Maybe I'll be on Friday. But yes. All right. Crown Royal. Crown Royal sounds good. That's a place that's not that far from me. Well, not that far from Rowan. All right. Love you all. Catch you on the next one. Good night, Lila Tov, and have a good one.